After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. A little juke. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Tough for Chiefs fans to watch this. Here's Jamal Charles on the carry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Lock it 56. Lock it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 38.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Hunt. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go now. Blue line it.
Now it's Hunt. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now, after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got them on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They run with Hunt, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll give it to him up the middle. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
1st and 10 here for Flacco. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Flacco. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The first down carry here for Charles. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second down, Flacco now. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Flacco to throw here on third down. Forced out to his left. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26. Yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down. Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught here by Conley. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. On third down. That's Hunt. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And now here come the Ravens. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Jackson on second down, and now he'll tuck it and run. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun.
Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson now. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jamal Charles. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Detroit! Detroit!
On the ground with their leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, here's Charles. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
We're back now in KC. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back to 99 Philly. Here we go. Now, let's go. Blue, 90.
They'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Butker now to kick this one away. The return man is Grant. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Jackson from the shotgun. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Houston in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hayden Hurst with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Detroit! Detroit!
They run again with Hunt. And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with time running out. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Butker now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Gun! 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 Gun!
He's back to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.